Hello and welcome to Top Secret TV. My name's David Becker. On tonight's show we've got a roundtable discussion with Michelle Desmarquet. Michelle is the author of Abduction to the Ninth Planet, which has recently been renamed to the Chialba Prophecy. This book, one of our reporters, Mark, actually spoke to Michelle in October at the Horizons Cafe in Melbourne, and he's here with us in the studio tonight. Hello Michelle, how are you going?
Hello. Thank you very much, I'm all right.
That's good, and of course Mark and Carla, we all know.
Hi.
Hey Dave.
How you going?
Good, thanks mate.
I'd just like to start by asking you if you could tell us a little bit about the book and the basic idea of the book.
The basic idea of the book is out since 1983, and the book is explaining all about what's happened in 1987 when I've been abducted and went in another planet, on another planet for 9 days. I've been there by transubstantiation, which is acceleration of the particle here and disappearance of the spaceship in one place in a galaxy, and reappearance at the other place of the galaxy, which enabled them to travel almost immediately, instead of travel even at the speed of light. Is much faster than that. So they asked me to witness and to say everything I saw in a book without changing anything at all. If it was a normal novel or fiction book, I would change a lot of things because I would same time not even agree with that, what they told me. So I didn't do that because I couldn't do that. They are very serious and people, and they want me to do what they told me to do. That is about what is in a book.
Okay. With the abduction part of it, were you actually taken without your permission?
Yes and no. We call it at the beginning abduction because finally I've been surprised, and next to my house, I explain all that, and passed in a different universe, which is a parallel universe. Then the parallel universe, or some people on Earth are trapped there. You know the Bermuda Triangle? The Bermuda Triangle,
yes.
People disappear. That's
And
a parallel
ships
universe. Yes, it's a parallel universe. I explain that in all of my lecture and in the book. And I've been there, and if I didn't like it, I say, but I'm not a writer. Why do you want to take me and to write a book and so on? And Tao, that extraterrestrial, told me they choose me, and sort of no discussion about it. You will come with us, and that's it. If I did refuse that, I couldn't come back in this universe anyway. I would be trapped there. I know it's a bit difficult to tell you that in a few seconds, but so it's. She told me almost. Okay, and shut up and write the book, you know. So it was not really, but it's not non-violence at all. It was non-violence at all. It was not an abduction, violent abduction, or under their control or something. I was in perfect, under my own conscience.
Right.
That was.
Now Michelle, Tao was one of the major contacts you had, I think, on the ninth planet. Could you just
Tao
tell
was
the
my
people
mentor,
who
yes.
Tao
Yeah.
was, so when we refer to her,
Oh, Tao was in charge of me, my mentor, explaining me everything, except when I was in that town, they call it the City of the Nine, Doko, in a place where the master of the planet are there, and that's the only time somebody else taught me and explained to me as a secret of the universe, the creation, what we are doing in this physical body, why the reincarnation, why our higher self, etc. Why do we have to focus a bit more than we do on the spiritual side? Also, what is the aura? Why we have to read the aura, study the aura, not only seeing the aura, but mainly reading it and studying it. And the only thing they are impressed on that planet, because they are not very impressed the way we conduct for them,
Right.
but the only thing they are very, very impressed is the Killian photography. The Russians are doing for the moment a very great job on studying the aura very, very closely. And that can help not, of course, only physically for our physical body, but also for our consciousness, our real self, which is the astral body inside the physical body.
Right.
That's the main part of the message. You know.
Right.
Michelle, sorry. How were these messages given to you? Was it a verbal transaction?
Oh yes,
or?
verbal, of course. They are marvelous people. They have a wonderful physical body. I envy them. And also they look over there about the same age because they are master of the situation. They are master of their physical cells of the body, and they can regenerate their cells at will, which we could do if we knew more. Like the astral body can act on a physical body by electronic. Inside us we have the astral body. You hear about also the chakra and the aura. Aura, it's only the witness of the chakra. The chakra inside on the front of us are acting like a funnel from exterior energy from the higher self until the glands. You know, we have glands, etc. It's as I say, we don't have the time to expand on that, but that is the main thing. And your question was how they talk to me. They talk to me like we talk together. And because I am not as intelligent as they are, between themselves they don't even have a book, they don't even have a pen, and when they want information, they don't read the books, they don't do things like that. They go in front of you, you want information, you just look at me, and you absorb from me the information. We couldn't do that.
Why is it that they're so interested in us? Is there some sort of relationship between us and them? Like, are we genetically related? Or?
Okay, there are 3 planets like that. They call themselves a 9 category planet. There are 3 planets like that in our galaxy only, very, very evolved, and their role is to look to help time to time to give a little push on the right direction to a planet of different category, lower category, like we are. And time to time. So this time it was another little push. 2,000 years ago they had a little push. Maybe 100,000 years a little push.
Actually, like making communication with somebody and getting them to write would, in my opinion, be a little bit more than a little push. Is like the urgency of the situation increasing or something? Why is it that they're so?
Yeah, very good question.
You
You give me that because very good question because I talk to them and I say first of all, what so? And they say you are going to write a book, okay? A book is something you read. If you remember, you know the Bible, the bestseller, the world's Bible. The Bible is read by millions and millions of people. Why? Because the Bible is a book, simply. You can look and refer and take notes, etc. And that's the main thing, write a book. Also, of course, they didn't tell me that, but now I am taken by everybody, give me a lecture, talk about it. But it's good to talk, but unfortunately when we talk about it, people forget a few minutes after what we say, unless they take notes, again write it. So that's why they asked me to write a book, first of all. Then of course people don't understand too much certain things, they like to hear from my own mouth directly and explanation in lecture. What was your real the question again? Because maybe I turn around the question.
Oh no,
it's
you
okay?
answered it. Yep. To what point are they prepared to go? I mean, would they actually, like, whatever means of transport they use, come down and physically reveal themselves to
also, excellent question, sir. Because on the continent of Mu, which disappeared 14,500 years ago, on that continent, which was very, very evolved, not only materialistically but spiritually. They came and they contact directly, publicly, the king of Mu, the continent of Mu. And for that reason, that new cover we put on the back, Easter Island, because very important. In Easter Island, everybody is wondering why the statue. Easter Island is a former quarry of the continent of Mu, and the sculpture, the artist in Easter Island, which was a quarry at that time, now it's Easter Island, but it was 10 times bigger. On that quarry, people were sculpting, make a statue of those people, and they were seeing publicly the king of Mu, publicly.
So the Easter Island statues look a little bit like these people?
Sort of, stylized, okay?
Can we just show what they don't look like, just quickly, for all the people
like
who are
that?
just a bit
They don't
confused
look
with
like
aliens?
that.
Yeah, I'll probably just
Just pop it up there in the front.
Or something
wet.
like that, or
Oh no,
They're not your classic
Those are
alien
classic.
abduction
that's
aliens.
classic, yeah.
Big
but
eyes.
that's not
That's
what they look
not
like.
what we're
No,
trying
no,
to lead to.
We talk by the behind, that's a photograph of a Tao. But they are gigantic, and the face is absolutely beautiful. you really envy. The body is perfect because, yes, those 7 statues of Easter Island is very interesting because I met the 7 master of the planet, by the way. So why 7 statue in Easter Island? That is, again, same thing I explained to everybody. On Easter Island and the continent of Mu, they were, if you like, immortalizing those extraterrestrials, and they are gigantic because on their planet they have a different gravity, so everything is gigantic, not only the people but the trees, etc. So they were, the sculpture, artists were impressed with that size, and they make gigantic statue. Now, how they were moving the statue from Easter Island to the capital, which was Savanasa, because I saw them myself in a psychosphere in the capital of Savanasa, they were moving by anti-gravitation. They also had the pyramid on Mu, 3 times bigger than that one of Cheops, and that pyramid is not at all a tomb. That pyramid is a cosmic tool, because they need at that time to talk with different people in the galaxy, different inhabited planet. And how can you do that? Now our scientists are trying to contact extraterrestrial by radio, almost 400,000 kilometers per second, the speed of light. And you don't have an answer. You will have an answer about 50 years later, say, hello, yeah, we are there. You can't do that. Those people, by making a pyramid specially conceived to communicate, I explained, the pyramid of Cheops example, it's a replica of that one of Mu, got a special magnetic field inside, giving an enormous power of the user in a king chamber to communicate with other world.
Is that still effective today?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
And with the thought, because the thoughts are immediate. So you can give telepathic message all around the world. You can give them even in Mars, Venus, in our solar system. If you want to go at the other side of the galaxy, you don't have the real power to do that with your physical body.
So you need the pyramid to help you.
Extra energy.
Oh, okay.
And inside the pyramid is a tremendous magnetic field which it gave to the user the energy to correspond to other worlds. For that you never find, and you will never find a mummy in the Great Pyramid because it's never been a mummy.
So in
What
the
they
structure...
call the air shaft, okay, on that pyramid is not air shaft. We call that air shaft. It is sort of cannon of something, to help
aligning
the
to
user.
the Pleiades
Yes.
or Orion or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very far away. So imagine the technology they had to build those pyramids. By the way, that pyramids have been built not 4,000 years ago, but 17,000 years ago.
Do you connect those to the pyramids on Mars at all?
It is very possible. I don't know that I know Mars was inhabited 1,350,000 years ago, and that is in my book. Of course, I explain that in my book. All those things they told me to put in a book is a sort of proof, and now I laugh because I understand finally. I ask a physical proof, and she said, no. Not like that. And she give me, or they give me a lot of proof. Because now, example, as I know, our archaeologists or equal archaeologists and another word.
Historians?
They are searching for the Sphinx, and they finally understood it was not 4,000 years ago, 12,500. Go for it.
Yeah.
It's a bit more, and you will be at 17,000 years, built by Thoth, which came from Atlantic, because they also built from Mu, a pyramid in Atlantis. They went in Greece, and finally they went in Egypt, and each time they found a great potential for a colony, they built a cosmic tool. We call that a cosmic tool. And Thoth built that pyramid on Egypt because they needed a cosmic tool there. And I had an interview in America one time, and the journalist like you say, I've been with 7 guys under the pyramid, spend a night. And I said to myself, what? And he didn't finish. He said, but the next morning we were sick like dogs. I said, aha, that now is not lying to me, because a tremendous field inside the pyramid making sick. You can't do that. You have to stay there for 2 hours, no more, do the job
And attune
and go
yourself
out.
to it.
And he
Yeah,
said
right.
everything like cassettophone or tape recorder, things like that was erased because of tremendous magnetic.
Yeah.
It's funny you talk of proof, because one of your acquaintances, Dr. Tom Chowko, I think is a professor of laser holography at Melbourne Uni. Is that right? Now,
Yes.
he found your story rather interesting.
Yes.
And he, I think, grilled you for a month, was it, in Queensland?
Yes, he interrogated me about 10 hours per day in my own house.
Now, you have to be pretty good to not fool a man for a month, 10 hours a day, don't you?
No, I'm not pretty good. I am
No, I'm not
just saying.
accusing you of being pretty good.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just saying what I know.
I know.
So for people, the same people, of course, many people say, is it possible, you know? So I'm not a scientist, I'm nothing. I repeat like a gala what I saw.
Yeah.
For that, they abducted me physically. Because if you go in Paris by dream, you are not going to remember tomorrow morning. Or maybe you remember, but not no more than 2 days. But if you go physically under the Arc de Triomphe and eating sausages on the Champs-Élysées, you are going to remember that. You are going to, in a restaurant and the Eiffel Tower, everybody asks you a question. You say, yes, I've been there, I've done that, and I've done that, you know, because I've been there physically. To tell you the truth, I am a very, very skeptical man myself. And if they didn't take me physically, they would take me in astral. You know what is astral? I wouldn't even really believe, because I would say, come on, it was maybe a dream, you know, or it was a travel in a psychosphere, in Akashic records or something. But they show me there, and I touch I bath there, I eat there, I drink there. So I was there. Here is my physical. They even bruised my shoulder, and I came back 3 weeks after I had the bruise there.
Okay, we've got to start winding up there. So just as a finishing up question, as people, or as this information gets revealed and as people sort of, perhaps it comes to be confirmed by, you know, science and stuff like that, where is this book leading us? Like, what is the message of the book?
You know, the people, first of all, are watching us, and for the moment they are appalled the way we conduct ourselves. We are a big turn in our civilization, what we call civilization, because for them we don't have a civilization.
We're uncivilized, aren't we?
Yeah, because each time you find something good, somebody transforms as a weapon. You know? So that's not a civilization. So for them, we are the big turn. I didn't quite understand what they mean by the big turn, but it was a big turn. So the big turn, I don't think it's a shift in another dimension, by the way, because it doesn't work like that. But we are in a big turn because we can still choose. Do we go completely physical and never think about what is inside? Do we finish to rubbish the planet, which is absolute, how do you call it, suicide, collective suicide? We can't do that because the planet is our spacecraft.
Yeah.
So it's a very big turn. Also, for many things, pollution, spirituality, you know, there's nothing wrong to have $10 million in the bank. But who are you? You are inside. That is very well explained in a book I explain in my lecture. We are coming from the source, which is a creator, God, whatever, and we send him sensation there. He doesn't care, but we care because we need to purify to go back there. So if we focus all the time, example, on our bank account, and we don't focus about that astral body which is inside of us, it's real us. We are going to end up the richest man or woman in a cemetery, but the poorest in reincarnation. And the trick in reincarnation is to not reincarnate and to stay in astral. Because, like, believe me, I've been there, they show me a lot of things. Now I know I don't believe anymore. I'm lucky. But I've been there, and then it's much better than we are here. But here we are at school. We have to learn something anyway.
Okay, and just as a last finish, you were taught, I would presume, how, or the design of a particular shirt, or a shirt that emulates the aura colours of your
yes,
hosts.
so, Dr. Tom Chalko is a very good idea for that. That shirt is represented on a book, and that shirt you have now. You can see the chakra, the round on the middle of the chakra. And he asked me question, because I told him everybody over there wear a robe, okay? And they don't like us. It's a sort of robe. And they gave me a robe too, to me. And the first time I wear that, I almost fainted on the ground because I was like drunk. And they laugh at me and they say, yes, because you are going to be accustomed. It is because we build that shirt with your aura, we can read the aura, and your chakra. The aura is emitting energy coming from the chakra. So that's very important for the spirituality of people, that Shears doctor. I congratulate him in public because he's got a tremendous job. And if it was the only thing we would change and do on a planet, thanks to those people, it would be already marvelous. Just if it was that.
Just that. All right, and lastly, of course, your new book coming out, She and I. If it's
Oh, that's my new.
out?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
it's out
It's
now.
nothing to do with this one, but it's a book based on a true story. So. And
Just get
yes,
that
She and
there,
I.
She
It's
and I.
already on the shelves now, and it's a book also with a lot of information I had with those people. I put those information in She and I in the new book. It's,
You've read that one, haven't you, Carla?
Yes, and I found it very, very interesting.
Thank you very much.
And I hope
Thank you
people
very
will read that one
thank
too.
you very much.
All right, well, that's
Thank you.
all we have time for. Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
Michelle.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Thanks, Carla.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, that's all we have time for. We'll be back next week. See you then.